welcome back to the Reading Corner. Long time no see. I've just been buried in school. It's been awful, but we got an excerpt of Onyx Storm this week, and I haven't read it yet. I saw it, and I didn't quite know what it was. And so I started reading part of it, realized it was an excerpt, and stopped reading. So I have no idea what it says. So we're gonna find out together. Taly also doesn't know what it says.
Yeah, so. I think you did where I read part of it, but I was like, no, I need to wait.
Line by line, because I'm so fucking confused. We haven't found them out on patrol because they're already inside. Honey, Jack told you that. Okay, Jack told you that. You probably.
I think this is still quite early on in the book because maybe she's doing a recapping thing that authors do.
Or maybe she's just shocked. Or they didn't trust Barlow, because who would trust him? And are what are you talking about? There's no one. And then she saw them. I don't know, but I'm sure that line will become apparent why they're later. Yeah. I love Terrence's response of, they're within the walls. Okay, Captain Obvious, we all know that. Sawyer is obviously injured.
Yep.
Marin, for some reason, is there too. I don't know
Marin
why.
and Kat were there. I think it's because they were all in the infirmary with Sawyer, and they're technically part of the squad now, because that hasn't been dissolved.
Okay, I wonder if this is right. So, because she saw Xaden on the stupid, hilltop or wherever they were at the very end. And then it skips to, we are in bed and whatever, right? And I'm crying and this is awful. I'm wondering if it's the in-between, because Xaden in his end chapter mentioned that they went to see Sawyer. So I'm wondering if this is the in-between. It could be that, but I am more leaning towards that it is a later battle.
Yeah.
And that Sawyer's still there. Because this is just too... Especially with the later part of...
But also, Xaden wasn't in the infirmary with them then, so that wouldn't have made sense, because he was there when they were with Sawyer.
Yeah, so this is definitely a later battle. I am settled on that. This is a later battle, and Sawyer's still hurting. Ouch. Sorry, but you also got your leg, bitten. Off. So... I would be surprised if you weren't there. Okay. Love how she just straight up ignores Winifred. Winifred's Violet, hold on, and she's no. Gotta go. Bye.
Literally, there's probably only one person. No. Okay. 2 people right now that she would... Okay, 3, 4. 4 people right now that she wouldn't fully ignore. And that is her brother, her sister, Rhiannon, and Xaden.
Yeah, she's just... I also feel like she might be a little bit annoyed at Winifred. It depends on what Winifred's role was in all of book 2. Was she being held as ransom so that Nolan would do his job? Or was she sure, let's go,
murder Violet.
Yeah, so I feel like her feelings toward Winifred... Oh, yeah, it depends on her role. But she is nice enough to say lock the doors. So, okay, great. Okay, lots of people are dead. She also can't reach Xaden. He's just assumingly killing people? That's what I would assume.
I love how Garrick... I mentioned the Garrick thing because he is literally always behind. He's always there. He's I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna third wheel.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Although I love her independence. I love how, she has a relationship, but, they kind of just work in tandem with each other and, whatever. It's not oh, I gotta, protect you. Ugh. But...
Well, he was protecting her there, but that was because she was kind of...
Yeah, but it's not when I say you're protecting, it's not oh, we're together now. So I have to be protected, and I've lost all sense of self, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
So Correct. Taryn then reminds her she doesn't have a conduit, so that could get dicey, but, oh well. Okay. And then we go in with a Swiftie reference. Fantastic. Love how Rhiannon was also in charge, because I feel like this feels very much like a squad battle type of situation. Of like,
I love how she was telling people from second wing though. That's funny.
Yeah. I mean,
I feel like, because we didn't get any mention of leadership whatsoever, so I feel like the kids are kind of in charge right now, and I kind of love it.
Yeah, where is leadership though? Okay.
Hey, Meldrin. Well, no, they're trying to figure out what the fuck they're gonna do because her mom died. That's what they're doing.
Maybe. Great. Eyes open. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were open in the last book, but, alright. Okay. And then, right, we're gonna go downstairs. We can't trust anyone, apparently. Like, it wasn't just riders that are Venom, it's
I'm really worried about Justinia
everybody.
now. This is...
I think Justinia, okay, I'm not worried because she is the one that is transcribing this story.
Yeah.
That keeps her safe. Let's go downstairs to save Barlow, I guess. I'm not quite sure. Like, because they're trying to break him out. So I guess we're saving Jack. Not because we want to, though. So, one of the guards died. Another is on the table, dying out currently. And, there's no mention of Jack in this stretch, which is kind of weird. But okay. Also, why do all the Venom have swords? Like, why the fuck? Swords are so long and, like, kind of clanky. Like, I don't feel like that's the most efficient weapon, but okay. Great. This is the thing that I'm freaking out about. Her long silver braid swings free of her hood as her attention whips in our direction. Oh my god, because this is the only other mention of silver hair that we have seen. And she is a Venom. So I think that the rumors and theories are true, and that her mom was attacked by a Venom when she was pregnant, hence the hair and also the weak, brittle bones thing. So, great! Rebecca did say that we would address her silver hair later. I guess later is now.
Yay.
Fantastic, I guess, but that also really scares me, because you're potentially telling me that she is half Venom.
Well, that's why they want her.
I know.
That's why they've been doing her this entire time.
Right, I get that, but you're telling me she's half Venom, and then her boyfriend is, like, legit Venom. Like, there's no half Venom about him. It's this...
Yeah.
Yikes! Okay, this could get really complicated. Okay, great. And then she kind of just disappears. Also, though, before she disappears, Violet looks at her and says, "My blood chills when a smirk tilts her mouth, distorting the red veins at her temples." Why? Like, are you suddenly recognizing this woman? Or, like, are you just scared because she's a Venom? Because honestly, I would be too.
I think it was like that smirk is creepy.
I think so too. Great. And then she's gone. Okay, bye!
Okay, bye.
One female is, like, trying to really, really kill us. Oops. And she's also complaining about how, I don't think she's complaining, but she's noting how unnaturally fast they are. So, that's cool. Also, she mentions how the Venom mentions how they can't kill Violet. And I think this is, like, the second mention of how they can't kill Violet. And then this woman again says, "Not the silver-haired one." Okay! And then it says we need her? We need her for what? Excuse me? Excuse me. Okay. And then I love how she doesn't think that any of that has anything to do with herself alone as a person, and her mind automatically is like, she controls Satan? for like, oh, maybe she means me because I'm gonna play a part of this. She's just like, no, Zayden. And I'm like, girl, like, I know you love him, but like, maybe you should think about yourself and the fact that you also may be in danger. He just does some badassery. Well, Violet is trying to save this guy who is for sure dead. Sorry. Another Venom is looking at her, trying to kill her, and is like, "Oh, this could be fun." And he says, "Oh, this is the second one. Ah, the white lightning wielder. You're a long way from the sky, and we both know you can't kill me with that knife." Excuse me? You can't kill me with that knife? Wait, but then why are we making ally hilted daggers, and why are you dead with them? I'm so confused.
I think that it's because he can sense that it doesn't have very much left.
Love how Reed is like, yeah, I'm gonna, like, I'll help you out. And then Zane's like, no, hold my beer, I've got this. Just, like, it's just like, what the hell? So then shadows appear. This is so fun. And then she cockily says, I won't have to. And just is like, yeah, I'm good now. I'll step back for a hot second. He's really confused, but he's dead now, so it's fine. He can be confused. But this is really cute. Like, the darkness is home. This is cute. We love this. She's like, I'm home. This is great. And then he just yanks her backward. It's like, okay, get out of the way. He yanks her backward. And then he's like, hi. So that's cute. And now everybody's dead. Sorry,
Yay.
not sorry. You can stay dead. Thanks. Why is she marking this, though? Second lieutenant? Excuse me? Why are we marking that?
Because he was a lieutenant before.
Okay, so he got promoted. I mean, I didn't know they were gonna do with him after he became Venom. So great, he's promoted. Sounds like they haven't quite figured out that he is a Venom. Because I don't feel like they would have promoted him if they knew. Garrett got promoted, I think.
Unless he was already, I don't know.
I don't know. But he may have gotten promoted, so congratulations. So great. He has not pulled from the source again, which I'm assuming because he hasn't pulled from the source again, him and Sigale have kind of sorted their crap out. Kind of?
Maybe?
I don't think it's all the way fixed, but like, kind of. Because he's not pulling from the source. So, and he still has shadows, which definitely came from her. So, they're at least working together, if not speaking to each other.
Like, it's probably like, okay, I need to go save Terrence Ryder. Fucking fine.
Yeah. Okay, and then we get this. Tell me something, Violence. A muscle in his square jaw ticks as he stares down at me, rippling the tawny brown skin of his stubbled cheek. Why is it always you? Overall, like, I'm happy. Like,
I'm really happy that he called her Violence. I was really worried that as he got further and further away, we wouldn't get that. And I know he's not super far away, so that might still happen. But I'm really happy that he called her Violence. Yeah, love that. I'm surprised as an excerpt we got a full-on battle scene, though. Like, battle was started and is now complete. Like, that was a full scene. Because in the last excerpt that we got for book 2, way back when, it was half of the scene. Right? It was the cadets at formation for the very first time after crossing the parapet. And it was half a scene. So that's exciting that we got a full scene start to finish. But Rebecca is not done cutting people off because he just asked a question and we did not get an answer. So yay, we love that. I want to know because they want me, Zayden. That's the answer to that question. They want me for some reason, and I'm always in danger.
Yeah. So I feel like the questions coming out of this are, what do these people mean by we need you? And we can't, like, harm you. It also sounds like we can't harm her. Because this woman was, like, trying to harm her, and this other guy was like, no, we need her. And I was like, what? Also, I am now very concerned and on high alert because the Venom has a silver braid. Yikes. Just Yikes. Because we all know the ends of her hair is silver. So, what? What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, the third question I have is when the guy said, "You're very far from the sky." What? What? What does that mean? I'm very confused. And I would very much like some answers, but I don't. Okay, here's the thing. I think we're gonna get the answer to her hair in this book because Rebecca Yarros was like, yeah, we're gonna explore that. So, I think that time has come to explore that, especially since in an excerpt she put the Venom has silver hair. So I think it's definitely time to get that answer, but I don't think we're gonna find the answers to the other two questions. I don't think we're gonna find out what the guy meant by from the sky. Like, we're not gonna find that out, I don't think. And we're definitely not gonna find out why they need her. I think we'll find those two answers in the fourth book.
Yeah.
For sure. So, great. We love that. I do think, I don't know quite where this falls, but my final answer for this video is that it's definitely after the end of Iron Flame. So, I am also assuming then that she told him of her mom's sacrifice, because like at the very end he was like, what happened? And she's like, I'll tell you later. So I think that has definitely happened. I think I'm gearing towards like it's been possibly, I would say like a couple weeks to a month, because Zane's had time to get promoted. So Sawyer is definitely still injured. And so I think that is the timeline.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I don't know where this falls, but I really need the scene where Zayden basically sits her down and forces her to process her emotions.
Yeah, because I'm like, honey, have you had time to like process shit? Because I originally thought when I was reading the first part that this was right after, and I was like, oh, you poor soul. You poor soul. You need time to like figure this out, right?
Yeah.
And process. But I definitely think it's been a couple weeks to a month. So we have no mention of leadership though, like none whatsoever. So that's a little bit sus. We also don't know where her siblings are. So I feel like those two things are the things that are suspicious to me in this excerpt, is that we have no mention of her siblings, and we don't know where leadership is. No, at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, yikes. Oh, also, I just realized, like, this is, like, kind of a squad thing, but there's no arc. Where did he go? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's a little... Those three things I think are sus. I'm like, hello? Where are these three people? I also love that Andarna's just like, Carnage, and I would love a snack. Like,
I miss her.
Keep going, girl. This was definitely from Violet's point of view, because we know where those two dragons are at. Nothing about Sigil, though. So,
I mean, barely saw Zayden, so I'm not...
Yeah, like, we know that they're still bonded, for sure. But nothing, like, we don't have any of her commentary, or anything like that. So, okay. Great. I'm assuming there's still trouble in paradise between those three people, I guess. Because I am including Zayden in that, just because I feel like Sigil's mad at Zayden for his, vinification, but then she's also, I think that Terry is also still mad at her for not telling him that Zayden has a second signet, which happens to be mind reading. Like, yikes. I hope you enjoyed this very chaotic, all over the place reaction. This is just my brain working at like 10 miles an hour. Oh my god. Oh. But this was so fun, and until next time.